New voting laws, what you need to know when voting. The signing of House Bill 458 into law in January of 2023 has led to some rather significant changes in the voting laws of Ohio. There are 4 areas we will cover in this video. Voting in person. In general, a voter must present a government-issued photo ID to vote in person, unless the voter has a religious objection to being photographed and attests to this on the Secretary of State's prescribed Form 12-0, Affidavit of Religious Objection. There are 5 acceptable forms of government photo ID you can use when voting in person. 1. An unexpired Ohio driver's license. 2. An unexpired state ID card. 3. An interim ID. This is a Bureau of Motor Vehicles document issued to a person who has just applied for a driver's license or state ID card that is used until the permanent card arrives in the mail. 4. A U.S. passport or passport card. 5. A military ID such as a U.S. military ID card, Ohio National Guard ID card, or a U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs ID card. Beginning on April 7, 2023, any person ages 17 or older may apply for and receive a state ID card from the Bureau of Motor Vehicles for free. Provisional voting. If you show up to vote in person and do not have one of these types of government-issued photo ID, you will be required to vote a provisional ballot. You will have until the 4th day after Election Day, Saturday, to provide one of the 5 acceptable forms of ID at the Board of Elections to receive credit for voting. If you have a religious objection to being photographed, you may sign a 12-0 Affidavit of Religious Objection form. Understand that these completed forms will be transmitted to the Secretary of State's office, which will then consult with the BMV to see if this voter was issued a currently unexpired photo ID. The Affidavit of Religious Objection is not valid if the BMV has issued a currently unexpired photo ID or if the last 4 digits of the voter's Social Security number provided on the affidavit do not match those digits in the statewide voter registration database. Voting absentee by mail. House Bill 458 made several changes in processes associated with voting by mail. The absentee application itself has changed from the last election. You must print your name, your address at which you are registered, the address where you want to receive your ballot if different than your registered address, your date of birth, and one of the following forms of identification: the last 4 digits of your Social Security number, or your Ohio driver's license number, or a copy of a government-issued photo ID front and back, except for a passport, which must include the passport's identification page. You then must check the box of the election you would like to vote in. After choosing the election you wish to vote in, you must sign and date the document. We would also encourage you to give us your contact information, either phone number, email, or both. That way, if there are any problems with your application, we can contact you directly to cure any issues you might have quickly. Your contact information is not shared by our office. In addition to changes to the form, there is also a change to the deadline to submit applications to the Board of Elections. The deadline is now close of business 8:30 p.m. on the 7th day before Election Day. Your absentee ballot must still be postmarked no later than the day before Election Day when returning by mail, or you can hand deliver your ballot to the Board of Elections office until 7:30 p.m. on election night. You cannot drop your absentee ballot off at your polling location on Election Day. Your vote will not count. The deadline to receive your properly postmarked ballot by mail at the Board of Elections is 4 days after Election Day. Registering to vote. In order to register to vote or to update your registration information, you must fill out the updated voter registration and information update form. Fill out all applicable lines. In box 10, there are only one of 3 things you can use to register to vote: an Ohio driver's license number, state ID card number, or the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. The deadline to register to vote for the upcoming May election is April 3rd at 9 p.m. and October 10th at 9 p.m. for the November 2023 election. We hope this helps educate our voters and poll workers for the upcoming election. If you have any questions, please phone us, email us, or stop in and see us. As always, thank you for all you do to keep our democracy alive and well.